actually vlogging on Monday because I remembered to get my camera out and vlog. Oh, I feel like all my weekday vlogs are just of me driving to and from work or to and from preschool or whatever. But we are on our way to school, right, babe? Huh? Did you have a good night? He's been a very good boy this morning. No crying, no fighting me. It's really, really good. But, I feel so much better today than I did yesterday. My stomach was just so upset, and I was like, ugh. I felt like cock-a-dick a stink. But I feel better today. Today's gonna be a good day, even though I feel like I forgot something. I hate when that happens. I feel like it happens almost every morning. It's kind of chilly. It's like 50-some degrees outside. The weather prediction keeps getting like lower and lower and lower and lower for next week. Now it was supposed to be like 67 on next Wednesday, but now the high is 62 next Wednesday. So we definitely have to get Sebastian some like a jacket and some pants and some fall clothes. All right, babe. It's like such a fall day. I think it's like 70 degrees outside and it's overcast. It's very much, this person literally pulled out everything. It's very much fall-esque. I love it. Love it. Makes me want to go home and like have hot apple cider and carve pumpkins and sharpen pencils and all that kind of stuff. How was your day today?
Other than not feeling good, it was okay. Actually quite boring. I didn't really do much of anything today.
Yeah?
Wasn't anything to do. I'm so far ahead on my work, it's not even funny. I was just maintaining stuff. I could have done everything I needed to do in about an hour and a half.
I was busy as balls all day long. I was running around like crazy. I was running around like crazy. And I retook my picture because she printed them out.
Employee badge picture?
No, from the website for the wall in the office. Because the picture she took, I didn't like it. I'm like, can you retake it? I'm like, sorry, I'm being high maintenance. She's like, no, it's okay, because someone else there would retake their picture too. So, yeah. Turned out better.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, happy Tuesday. Sebastian is sick as a dog. I should have known because he fell asleep last night at 8 o'clock. And that never happens, especially when he naps during the day. And then woke up at 3:30. Couldn't fall back to sleep. I've been up since 3:30. He's been up since 3:30. And he felt warm this morning, so I took his temperature, and sure enough, 100.2 or 102.0 or whatever. Or, I don't remember where I put this thing. It's like 102 point something, or maybe it was 102.0, but. So I gave him some ibuprofen at 6:30. And I called Dave, and he's already in Leesburg, or Ashburn. So now he is turning around to come back so he can stay with him today. Let's see what this says. Oh yeah, it was just 100.2 even. So he had language lab today, so that would mean that he didn't nap. So I was just like, no, you need to come home. Because sometimes he runs hot. And he'll feel really warm in the morning, and he'll be fine. He won't be sick, but I'll think he's sick, but he's not. Like what happened last time. But he has not got off the couch. He won't eat anything. He's barely drinking from his sippy cup. This is like the first words he's said all day. It's probably because the ibuprofen's kicking in. How are you feeling, babe? What? You want to watch it again? I set him up with The sheet, my mom used to do this for us when we were sick. She'd put a sheet on the couch and get us a pillow and a blanket and all the things we needed. My mom took such great care of us when we were sick. She really made sick not being so bad. Made being sick not so bad. She would color with us. She would kind of make it special, which I know sounds really, really weird, but I just have really great memories of when I was sick because my mom would do things to not, like, to keep our mind off of being sick. Like, I just remember she'd always buy me a coloring book every time I was sick, a new coloring book, and we would lay on the ground and color in the coloring book together, and I will remember that. And to this day, when I get sick, I want to color in a coloring book. I don't know where the remote is, babe. But, so, I'm going to do that with my kids. But yeah, my poor baby's sick, so I'm going to be late to work. I mean, it's 6:56 now. And I talked to Dave like maybe 10 minutes ago, and he said that he was in Leesburg, so it'll take him, or Ashburn, so it'll take him about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, depending on traffic. I mean, he's going the opposite direction of traffic, so it shouldn't be that bad. So I am on my way home. Sebastian is definitely sick. Dave took him to the pediatrician. His fever got up to 104 around lunchtime, and it hadn't even been 6 hours since I gave him the ibuprofen. So Dave took him to the pediatrician, and sure enough, he's got some virus that's going around. And they did a throat culture to see if he had strep throat because his tonsils were inflamed. And he threw up everywhere. Dave said all over his clothes, like everywhere. And so he said, yep, he needs to stay home today. He needs to stay home tomorrow. And Dave's not feeling good, so I don't know if he has it. Also, oh my god, I'm walking into a germ-filled house. I'm gonna Lysol everything and wash my hands and don't touch anything, basically. But I just feel bad for my baby. Can't wait to go home and see him, cuddle with him. Feet? How are you feeling, babe? Were you sick today? Did you throw up at the doctor's office? Gosh, you still feel warm. When did you give him the acetaminophen?
It was shortly before 3 o'clock.
He still feels warm, honey. My poor baby. I am on my way to work. Happy hump day. Sebastian's staying home again with Daddy. Just because he's still sick. Although he felt a little warm this morning, but he was up and at him and getting there and going, so I think he's getting better. So he'll be good to go for tomorrow. I'm going into work early because I have a dentist appointment at 2. So I'll be leaving at like 1:45-ish today. And I need to get all the new patients ready. I just need to get everything ready. So I'm going in early. So that's pretty much it. It's nice driving through town when there's like no one out except for people like walking their dogs or joggers or whatever. It's real nice. It's nice and quiet and peaceful. And it's kind of chilly this morning. Well, it's not chilly. It's probably in the 60s. Real nice. I'm back from the dentist. It's all numb up here. They did that thing. Shh. Honey, that's right in my ear. No. Not right now. They ended up working on this tooth. This one and this one, I think. 6, 7, and 8. I don't know. But I'm still numb. Like my nose is numb. It just feels weird. But I'm glad that I'm back. And Sebastian's feeling much better, right? And Daddy's feeling better too. Right, Daddy-O?
Yep.
So we're just gonna hang out and cook up pizza. We got a Costco, like, ready made pizza or whatever, the ones that you have to bake yourself. So we're gonna do that and just hang out. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. We had a bad night last night, poor Sebastian. I don't know if his throat is just hurting him really bad or what his deal is, but he it's rude, sorry. He's hurting for certain. I don't know what. He kept waking up crying and like all night, and then finally, like, he came to bed with us, and then I asked Steve to take him back into his bed and lay with him back down there, so at least I could get some sleep. But he kept, every time he would cry, you know your mom, you've got like supersonic ears, and you know when your baby cries, it wakes you up. And so, he kept crying, and Dave kept trying to console him, so finally he was like seriously crying, like you could tell he was in pain. And so I went in there, and I'm like, drink your water, because he kept coughing. So I know it's his throat that hurts, because he's got that throat, whatever, virus. He didn't have a fever at all yesterday. He hasn't had a fever today. He was acting completely normal all day yesterday. And then so then I brought him in with us, and Dave stayed in his room to sleep, to get some sleep. And like, woke him up or something, because then he was like, wanted to watch a cartoon, and he was up and ready to go, and started acting like himself again. And I was like, go. That was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, go back to sleep. I was just really tired. And then I can't even think. I'm so exhausted. So then I think he finally fell asleep, probably at like maybe 2 something. And then I went to sleep. But then Dave's alarm just went off at 4:45. For whatever reason, he has it set for 5:45, but his alarm he actually uses like an actual old alarm clock. It's set an hour fast. I think Sebastian hit that button or something last night and set it for an hour fast. So I'm up and I'm tired. And I got my coffee. I'm gonna be drinking. I got my thing out because I'm setting my camera out to get my camera fixed. I'm gonna go by like a store first and see if they can do it there, but if not, I'm gonna send it out. I'm tired of using my phone to vlog. I need to use my camera to vlog. Can you guys hear the bells from the church? You hear them? I've never heard them before. It's pretty cool. I'm on my way to pick Sebastian up. It's Thursday. I got Nears going which ways. I had a long, busy day. Just how I like it. Well, busy. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm on my way to work. I'm going into work early, an hour early, and staying an hour late to make up the time I left early to go to the dentist. Sebastian's staying home again today with Dave. Something's wrong with him, and I don't know what it is. But he is staying home, and Dave's gonna take him back to the doctor because he is just, poor baby, he's just not doing good. He's just not acting like himself. And I picked him up from preschool yesterday, and his eyes were all red, and they said, oh, he went to language lab, he didn't nap on the bus, and he slept horrible Thursday night or Wednesday night, so I know he was just exhausted, and he fell asleep at 7, and he was just acting weird, like he didn't want to eat anything, he didn't even want ice cream, and And then he fell asleep at 7, woke up at 8, screaming, crying, like in pain. And like, so I brought him into the bedroom and he had his eyes closed and he kept laying down and then sitting back up. Laying down and started crying and sitting back up. So that makes me think maybe he has an ear infection. Oh shit, I'm getting stuck behind a bus again. I mean, a bus, a train. And so I just feel so bad because he was in so much pain last night. And I kept trying to ask him, like, does your ear hurt? Does your throat hurt? Does your tummy hurt? Like, and he couldn't tell me. And then he was just crying. And then he was like, water. So I had a sippy cup right there. So I gave him a sippy cup. And he literally chugged the entire sippy cup. Finally calmed down, and I mean, he cried for maybe a half an hour, and it was like not your normal crying, bread and butter. It was like I am in pain crying. And then at 11, so then he was in the bed with us, or with me. Dave slept in his bed, in Sebastian's bed, and then at 11, Sebastian fell off our bed, and we have a pretty high bed because we have a memory foam mattress, and it's pretty thick because it's got a bunch of layers. And on top of the box springs, on top of that, whatever the thing that holds the bed, I don't know what it's called, the frame. And so it was like, donk. He started crying. So I ran around inside, picked him up, and he was pissed that he fell off the bed. I don't know if he thinks that I pushed him off the bed or what, but he was pissed. He didn't want to get back in the bed. He wanted to go downstairs, and he was screaming, crying. I'm like, oh my God, he needs to go to sleep. He's just exhausted. Oh, and another thing I forgot to say. When I picked him up, I put him in the car seat yesterday from preschool, and he had like this rash all over the palms of his hands and his wrists, and he had like random dots. And I don't know what the hell this is coming from. So I'm like Googling tonsil virus and rash and all this kind of stuff, and it says that it happens. But I'm like, what? And so he's just, something's up with him, and he just hasn't been himself at all this week. He's not sleeping well. And so I can definitely tell he was in pain yesterday. So Dave is taking him back to the doctor, and they need to like get him something, or I don't know. He's just, my baby is just not doing good. And he's a pretty tough kid. Like, he can handle a lot. And then he was grabbing his ear, so it makes me think ear infection, but he always touches his ears. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm going to call when they open and schedule an appointment for Dave to take him in. And Dave has been awesome because he stayed home with him 3 days this week, and he's backed up at work. But you know, I can't take time off because I just started this job. So, I don't know. But I'm at work, so I'll see you guys later.